Okay, Assalamualaikum. For the task 5, which is meeting 3, we need to do the schedule and conduct a final virtual group meeting using Google Meet to review the complete task and discuss any final adjustment. So we need to do our question. Okay, so I will do the question for A and B. Okay, my name is Siti Aisyah Binti Muhammad Ghazali, S61440. I will present answer for A and B. For A, for item that is at least 100 unit in quantity. Jom. Alright, so the first thing we need to open the query design. And then this is for question A. Then we select the inventory. Then at the field, we put the item ID, description, and quantity on hand. So because the question asks to at least 100 unit, so at criteria, we need to put the at least equal 100. And then we can run. So this is the datasheet view for question A. And this is the design view for question A. Alright, for the question B, open the query design. And then select the inventory and sales inventory. Then we can connect the item ID on both. And then at the field, we can put the invoice, item ID, list price, description, and also quantity. So because the question asks invoice number for 103, so at criteria invoice, we can put the 103. Sorry. And then we can run. So this is the datasheet view for question B and design view for question B. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arif Hazi Banu Selaili, the matric holder S61982. So for my part, I will do question C and D. So for the question C, the question asks which customers make purchase from Martinez, provide customer name and sales persons. Show customer names only once, even if they purchase from Martinez multiple times. So first thing first, click on create and then select the query design. So after that, the question asks provide customer name, provide customer name and sales persons. So in these 4 columns, sales, sales inventory, inventory, and customer, we need to identify where is 2 items, customer name and sales person in these 4 columns. So for the sales persons, can find in the sales columns, and for the customer name, you can find in the customer column. So click back on the query one, and then we select customer and click on the add selected tables, and also sales add selected tables. So after that, okay, on the below screens, uh, in the field table, okay, we need to choose customer name, and then the second row of the field table, we need to choose salesperson. So the question asks, which customers made purchase from Martinez? So in the criteria for the salesperson, we need to type Martinez name. Martinez, Martinez, and enter. So after that, click on the query design and run this Microsoft Access. So as we can see, this will show customer's name which customer made purchase from Martinez, which is we have the Zeli, Roca, and Smiths. Alright, for the questions D, the question asks, list invoice, sales date, salesperson, customer name, and amount for invoices which amount is more than 1,500. So the amount from largest to smallest. So first thing first, we need to click on the create and then select the query designs. And then we need to find, okay, we need to identify list of invoice, sales date, salespersons, customer name, and amount in the in these four particular items. So we can find um, sales date, invoice, sales date, and salesperson in the column of sales, and for the and for the and also amount, and for the customer and for the customer name, we can find on the customer column right here. So click back on the query tool. Okay, we need to choose customer and then select and add selected tables, and then we choose sales and click on the add selected tables. So for the field column, we need to choose um, sales invoice, and then sales date, and then salesperson, sales amount, and then last is customer name, right? All right, customer name, customer name. So in the criteria of amount, we need to types. So the question asks, the amount is more than $1,500. So we need to type more than 1,500, and then sort the amount from largest to smallest. So at the sort row of the amount, so we need to choose descending. All right, and then we click on the query design and run the microservices. So as you can see, okay, this is the 6%, 6 date, invoice, amount, customer name. That that amount is more than 1,500, and the amount is sort from largest to smallest. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Sharifuddin bin Ismail. My metric number is S62712. I'm currently recording for the SS for my part, which is question E and F. I can display the group meeting, but I am in a group meeting because of my system cannot record in two windows. No further ado, for my question E and F, firstly, we need to create the query design. In the query design, we need to include a cell in inventory and inventory. For this part, For the field, you need to be invoice. Invoice sales inventory, item ID for inventory, description for inventory, sales price for sales inventory, sales price for sales inventory, list price for inventory, quantity for sales inventory. In these sessions, we need to do extensions, which is we need to build, go to AIS ACCDB, tables, sales inventory, sales price, multiply by quantity, and we do run it. Also, my bad, it need to be descended. Sorry. The item ID need to be descending. After that, we continue to the question K and question F, which is same as before. We need to create the query design. We need to put the inventory, sales inventory, and sales. From this point, for the field, we need invoice, sell inventory, sell date, sales, item ID, inventory, item ID for inventory, sales price for sell inventory, quantity sell inventory, and we need the formula profit margin, profit margin, sell price minus standard cost over by sales price. And then run. It not perfect, but we just need to the property sheets. I mean the profit margin. Yeah. Property sheets format percent decimal point in point two. Right. I think that's all for me. That's the answering for E and F. Thank you.
Okay. For my part, I'll be doing question G. So to our initial move is to create create a new query design. New query design, it will take you to a small window which you can choose which field. So for question G, I choose sales inventory, and inventory. All right. Now how to compute all this? First, we only need around 7 items, which are the first one is sales invoice from sales, and then another invoice from. Sorry, hold on. Uh, where is that item? I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, sales inventory invoice from sales inventory, and then you also needed uh the item ID. We need the item ID quantity. Then we need the quantity on hand. We also need a list price of each. Now for the last part, we need to build. First, we need to build a profit because we wanted to know how much we're going to make. Okay, so here's the formula. Where is it? Selling price, sale price. Sale price minus standard cost. Now you need to put another bracket on this. And then times the quantity. All right. No. Okay, for invoice sales, we need in ascending and ascending for sales invoice, sales inventory invoice. However, for this one, we need it to be descending. So let's all pray to God and let's hope this works. I'm pretty sure I'm not missing anything. What? All right, so I think I've fixed the problem. It was my fault for putting the equal sign. Let's test this once again. Yes, it works. So you have all the needed items. Okay, so now we can save this as question G. So moving on to question H. How do you want to compute for question H? First of all, you open, you create a new query design, and then you choose which field that you want it to take. From there, remove whatever items below here, and then you create or you build another one. You build another one using this one, month, format, sales date, and you compute 4Ms inside the formula. Right. Now for the criteria, don't forget to put October because we wanted number of sales in October. And then for the second column, we want the number of sales, compute the number of sales, sales date equals to sales date, and then uh, you from here you click run. So wish me luck. So for in October, the number of sales we have is 7. So I think that's all for me. Thank you.
So for the next part, we are going to do question I and J. So for question I, how many customers live in Arizona? List the state and count of customers. To do that, first we have to know um, which table have the list of state and customer. So from this we know that the customer tables have the list of state and customer names. First thing first, we are going to create a query design. In the right corners, they said that which table are we going to select. So we are going to select the customer table. So press add selected table. So in this bottom, the first column of field, we are going to put the state, and then the second column is the customer name. And then we are going to press the total for the customer name. You are going to change the total to count because that's is what the questions want. And the criteria for the state, we are going to choose AZ. AZ meaning is Arizona, for the short form for Arizona. And then mm, we are going to save this. And then here you go. The state of Arizona for how many customer uh that I live in the Arizona state, it is R3. Yeah. So that's how you do question I. The next part is question J. How many customers live in each state? List the state and count of customers. Sort the list alphabetically by state. So we are going to use the same table, which is customer table. First thing first, create a query design, and then choose the customer table. Same step, choose state, second column, customer name, and then total, and then change it for customer names to count. Same for the state, a little bit change. For sort, we are going to choose the ascending because the question one to sort the list of state through alphabetically. So we do ascending. And then from that, we are going to get all the list of state and how many customer they are live in the state through alphabetically. So that is how you do question I and question J.
So, Assalamualaikum. My name is Wana Arimiti Mazlan. My number is C147. So, today I would like to present my question K and L. So, for question K, how much did each salesperson sell based on sales amount? List salesperson and total amount, sort for largest total amount to smallest. So, to do this question, first you need to create and do query design as usual. Then you take the sales table, and then for the field, uh, take salesperson and amount. For amount, the question need to sort from largest total amount to smallest. So amount into total first, and then sum it. and then sort by descending order, and then you can run. So the next question is question L. Save the query. So for the question L, how many units of each item was sold? List item ID, description, and total sold. Sort on total sold in ascending order. So for this question, you choose inventory table and sales inventory table. For the field, you choose item ID according to the question, description, and quantity. So the question need to sort on total sale in ascending order. For the quantity, you total it and group by sum and sort by ascending order. And then you can run. Okay. For the question K, this is datasheet view, SQL view, and design view. For question L, this is datasheet, SQL view, and lastly design view. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.